21 x into x minus 12 minus 12 into x minus 12 is 0. How many distinct real solutions does the given equation have? So if I take x minus 12 common from these two terms, I'm left with x minus 12 again. So I get x equal to 12, right? That's a repeated solution. So exactly 1. The average price per pound of oranges at a certain grocery store started at $1.15 and increased at a constant rate each month for several months until the average price per pound reached 1.41. This is the equation that represents this situation where x is the number of months after the average price per pound was this. What is the best interpretation of the number 0.065 in this context? So if you represent this as y is equal to mx plus c, then the final value, in fact, no, we don't need to do that. We can just represent it as 1.15 plus 0.065x is 1.41, right? So this was the initial price and this was the final price. And this represents the increase, right? And this increase is the increase that has happened over X months. So obviously 0.065 would be the increase per month, right? In the price of oranges. Because then you're multiplying it by the number of months to get the total increase. So this is the rate of change in dollars per month in the average price per pound of oranges, right? Yeah, it's because it's dollars per month. It's the increase per month. In rectangle ABCD, AB is 6, okay? CD is 6, yeah? And AC is 10. Okay, this is 10. What is the length of CE? Right, okay. So, CE, let this be X. That's what we have to find. So AE is 10 minus X, okay? And what else can we say? So this angle is equal to this angle. And yeah, so can we say, so let me try similarity. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle CED, right? Okay. And obviously this is 8 by Pythagoras theorem. So can I say, do I know AC? I know CD, right? Yeah. So can I say AC by CD, yeah, is equal to, what do I need in the other one? I need CE, which is X. So here it would be AB, right? So I can say this by similarity. So AC is 10, CD is 6, AB is 6, and CE is what we have to find, right? So 5 and 3, right? So X is 18 by 5, which comes to 3.6, right? Option A. Okay, the table shows the list price, discount, and installation fee for tires from 4 different car repair stores. Assume there is no sales tax and the information is for the tires of the same brand and size. Okay. So at store X, a customer buys 4 tires and receives the discount but does not have the tires installed. What is the total cost of the customer? Okay, so discount. Okay. A customer buys 4 tires and receives the discount but does not have the tires installed. What is the, okay. So List price. Okay, so he buys 4 tires. So first of all, let's find the discounted price. Discounted price would be 15% off. So it will be 0.85 into 90. So let's plug that in. 0.85 into 90. So that's 76.5, right? 76.5. So this is the amount that he pays for 1 tire. So for 4 tires, it would be 4 times 76.5, which is 0, carry 2, carry 2. So that will be 306. Okay. Store W's total expenses for selling and installing 4 tires is 100. Which function represents the profit PA in dollars from selling and installing 4 tires to which the store's discount is applied? Profit is total amount of money received minus expenses. Okay, so total expenses for selling and installing 4 tires is 100, right? Okay, so then that would be expenses for 4 tires is 100. Okay. Right, right. Yeah. Okay. So when you have, so effectively, yeah, just a second. I'm trying to figure this out. So how much does the customer pay? Customer pays, because you're getting 3 tires at list price and the fourth one free. So 3A, and you're using $50, right? So this is what the customer has paid and the expenses are 100. So the profit would be what the customer paid minus expenses. So 3A plus 50 minus 100. So 3A minus 50, right? Option B. The height of a certain tree in 2016 was 1.35 times the height of the tree in 2011. By what percentage did the height of the tree increase? So 35%. A study conducted by a mobile phone company found that the average battery life of a random sample of its phones is 4.6 hours with an associated margin of error of 0.5. The study was then repeated with a much larger sample size, with the mean and the margin of error of the new sample being calculated in the same way. Which of the following is most likely true? So if the sample size was increased, then the margin of error would go down, right? So the margin of error is smaller in the new study than in the original study, right? So an exponential equation and a linear equation are given. Each equation estimates the luminosity in units of billions of solar luminosities for a type 1A supernova d days after its peak luminosity for d less than equal to 6. The luminosity in billions of solar luminosities estimated by the linear equation 3 days after its peak is how much greater than the luminosity estimated by the exponential? Okay, so basically d is 3. So then L1 would be 10 times 0.89 to the power 3. So let's plug that in. Yeah, it is 0.89 to the power 3, and that multiplied by 10. So that's almost 7. Yeah, 7 let's just be more exact, 7.05. And L2 is 9.75 minus 0.83 into 3. So let's do that also. 0.83 into 3, right? 0.83 into 3. Okay. And that 9.75 minus that. So that's 7.26. Okay. So how much is this greater? This is greater by 0.21. Option A. A bag contains X apples, Y oranges, and Z pears. If one of these fruits is selected at random, what is the probability of selecting a fruit that is not orange? So total is X plus Y plus Z, and not orange is X plus Z, right? So that would be, yeah, so you can obviously write that as 1 minus Y over X plus Z, right? Yeah, 1 minus Y over X plus Y plus Z. Yeah, option D. Okay, the histogram shown summarize two data sets, P and Q. Which of the following statements compares the ranges and standard deviation? Okay, so this one starts from 0 to 4 and goes to 30 to 34. So obviously this would, let's say 32 minus 2, so around 30, right? And this would be like 28 minus 6. So this would be 22, right? So obviously range of P is greater than the range of, what is it? Q, right? Now, so data set P has a greater range, right? So data set P has a greater range. So then B and D are out. Okay, and now this data is kind of more bunched together while this is more spread out. So standard deviation for P will also be greater than standard deviation for Q. So data set P has a greater range and a greater standard deviation. So option A. Okay, that was 30. What is the median of the 25 data values? So median for 25 would be the 13th value, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 9. The given equation represents a volume X of a 10% saltwater solution that will be mixed with a volume Y of a 20% solution to produce an 18% solution. What volume in gallons of the 20% solution will be needed if 50 gallons of the 10%? So we have to find Y when X is 50. So 0.1 into 50 plus 0.2 Y is 0.18 into 50 plus Y, right? So that's 5 plus 0.2 Y is 0.18 into 50 plus 0.18 Y. So 0.2 minus, so 0.02 Y, this would be 0.18 into 50, right? So this will be 9 minus 5, which is 4. So Y is 4 by 0.02, which is 400 by 2. So that's 200. So this is 200. The scatter plot shows a relationship between two variables. For how many of the data values does the line of best predict a greater Y value than the actual Y value? So greater than the actual. So 1, 2, and 3. If AX minus 3 is a factor of this, where A is a constant, what is the value of A? Okay, so right. So basically, if AX minus 3 is a factor, then we can put x equal to 3 by a in this equation, and that expression should become 0. So 6 times 3 by a cube plus 27 times 3 by a squared minus 54 times 3 by a should become 0, right? Okay, so this becomes 6 times, let's see, 3 into 27 by a, right? A cube plus 27 times 9 by a squared minus 2 carry 162 by a should be 0. Okay. So let's say a cube 6 into 27 plus 27 into 9a minus 162a squared is 0. Okay. Is that the only way to do this? Okay, let's just do this. Then we get, so basically we have 6 into 27 plus 27 into 9. A minus 162a squared is 0. Okay, now we can obviously 81, right? So 27 into 3. Yeah, so 2 left here. 27, so 3a left here and 2a squared left here. Okay, so we get 2a squared minus 3a. Minus 2 is 0. So 2a squared minus 4a plus a minus 2 is 0. So 2a minus 2 plus a minus 2 is 0. So 2a plus 1 into a minus 2 is 0. So a is negative half and 2. Okay. Since we want the positive answer, it will be 2. Set k consists of all the positive integers that are less than or equal to 150 when none of the integers are repeated. If a number is selected at random from set k, what is the probability of selecting a number that is even and less than or equal to 30? Okay. So there are 150 integers in set k and you're selecting even numbers, right? So positive only. So 2, 4, 6 up to 30. So that will be 15, right? There will be 15 such. So 1 by 10 or 0.1. The volume of sphere A is 20 cubic centimeters. Sphere B has a radius that is 2 times the radius of sphere A. What is the volume in cubic centimeters of sphere B? Okay, so volume is proportional to R cube. So VB by VA is RB by RA whole cube. Okay, so VB by 20 is 2 cube, which is 8. So VB will be 160. Okay, when Karina walks from home to work, she burns 5.3 calories per minute. When she rides her bike from home to work, she burns 6.4 calories per minute. If she spends a total of 6 hours walking and bicycling from home to work in a week and burns a total of these calories, how many minutes does she spend bicycling? Okay, so let's say B minutes for cycling and W minutes for walking, right? So then how many calories does she burn? 5.3 W plus 6.4 B, and that's total 1941. And how much? The B plus W is 6 hours, right? So 360, right? Minutes. Okay, now we have to find bicycling. So we have to find B. So let's multiply this equation by 5.3. So we get 5.3W plus 5.3B is, okay, what is 360 into 5.3? 360 into 5.3 is 1908. 1908. And now we can subtract the second equation from the first. So we will get 1.1B is 33. So B is 33 by 1.1, which is 330 by 11, which is 30. So how many minutes does she spend bicycling? 30 minutes. Okay. A quadratic function can be used to model the height of an object above the ground in terms of the time after the object was launched. According to the model, an object was launched into the air from a height of 0 feet and reached its maximum height of 784 feet 7 seconds after it was launched. Based on the model, what was the height of the object 3 seconds after it was launched? So this would look something like this, right? A parabola where this is the height and this is the time. And the vertex is given to us, right? 7,784, because it reached its maximum height 7 seconds after it was launched. So then I can write the equation as a times x minus 7 whole square plus 784 using the vertex equation of the parabola. And how to find a, I can use the fact that it passes through the origin. So 0 is a times 49 plus 784. So 49a is negative 784. So a is, let's plug that in. Where is that? 784 divided by 49. So that's 16, right? So a is negative 16. So my equation for the parabola is negative 16 x minus 7 whole squared plus 784. Now they want us to find the height 3 seconds after the object was launched. So x is 3. So y is minus 16. 3 minus 7 minus 4 whole squared, 16 plus 784. So that's 784 minus 256. 7 minus 5, 2. 528, right? Just confirm. 14 minus 6, 8. 7 minus 5, 2. 7 minus 2, 5. So 528 was the height 3 seconds after the object was launched. Okay, so let's grade it from 21. 21, this one. Okay, 21, BCADB, BCADB, 26, CBADA, CBADA, and then we have 31. 31 is 9, 200, 32. 9, 200, 32. Okay. 35. 0.1, 160. 0.1, 160. And 37. 30 and 528. 30 and 528.